Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So, we got some sad news to talk about today. First off, everybody, I'm sure, knows by now about Kobe Bryant's passing in a very tragic helicopter crash. Him and both his 13-year-old daughter didn't make it, unfortunately. It's very tragic that this happened. And it's sad to see someone that was one of the best players in the NBA go. I mean, he was a hero to many. Many people looked up to him. And, you would think at a time like this that someone like Kobe Bryant, you would think people would be talking about the good things about him, his greatness, things that he accomplished in life, how good of a person he was. But there are people out there that aren't like that in the world. And this is one of the most infuriating things that I have seen. And so, while a lot of people are remembering Kobe Bryant as a wonderful person, there are people out there on Twitter that are going around and saying terrible things about him that are just some of the most disgusting things that I have ever seen. Literally, the man has just passed. Within minutes. I don't mean a day. I don't mean 2 days. No. Within minutes. There were people on social media already attacking him. Look at this tweet. Kobe's body isn't even cold yet, and Washington Post reporter Felicia Samez has already posted an article calling him an ist. And so Felicia Samez is a prime example of why people do not trust journalists or the media or blue check marks on Twitter. Because what she did was absolutely disgusting. This is one of the worst things that I've ever seen, period. And what she did was she put up a tweet to an article of hers about Kobe Bryant and his disturbing offensive case, the DNA evidence, the accuser's story, and the half confession. Now, this is one of the most disgusting things that I've ever seen. And she posted this tweet, which, by the way, is deleted now. But she posted this within minutes of his passing. Now, that is one of the most disgusting and terrible things that I've ever seen anybody do. And here's the thing. The whole case of that situation was controversial enough as it was. But without evidence, I won't believe it. Unless you can prove the evidence, I don't believe it's real. And of course, he was never convicted. And I believe in innocent till proven guilty. So, yeah, they could never prove that. So, I don't think he did that. But, big thing is that the man had just passed. Within minutes, this is posted. It's a reason to see that NPCs, these disgusting Puritans, whatever you want to call them, this is a prime example of how awful and vile these people are, to try to immediately, after the man passes, just try to attack him and just defame him. This is just disgusting. But hey, guess what? She's already going to the point of damage control. And here's what she's been saying.
Well, that was eye-opening to the 10,000 people literally who have commented and emailed me with abuse and threats. Please take a moment to read the story, which was written 3+ years ago, and not by me. Any public figure is worth remembering in their totality. Even if public figure is beloved and that totality unsettling, that folks are responding with rage and threats towards me. Someone who didn't even write the piece but found it well reported speaks volumes about the pressure people come under to stay silent in these cases.
Of course, what does she do? Goes complete, I'm the victim. This is what they do. They typically go to the whole, I've done something bad, now I have to play the victim card because people attacked me because I did something wrong. Of course, she doesn't see herself as doing something wrong. She thinks she did something totally right. And this is the example right here of NPCs and Puritans at their worst. Shows you how bad these people are. They go so far as to try to take down others. It's very similar to after Stan Lee died. and how they tried to defame and destroy this man. It is disgusting. And the media does this all the time. There was a case, which I'm sure many of you probably know of. And if you don't, well, here's something new to you. There was a case where a man was actually trying to have a beer money fundraiser, which what this man did with that money was he actually donated it to charity. And that's a very commendable thing to do. Nothing wrong with that. But journalists go after him. Viral beer money fundraiser erupts into is tweets, a fired reporter, and online drama. Of course, because why not? The media themselves go ahead and attack this very guy. At the time that they made this article, he was 24, but what they did was they went so far as to dig up tweets from the guy back when he was 16, 17 years old, somewhere in there. And that was many years ago. And yeah, there were some things that he said that wasn't particularly the greatest. But people can change. Just because you say something a few years ago doesn't mean you're the same person today. But they don't understand that. They try to dig and try to find something to defame and harm people. It all began with a handmade sign asking for beer money. It ended in resurfaced is tweets, young reporter losing his job, and a round of apologies. The drama began after it was discovered that Carson King, the 24-year-old whose sign reading Busch Light supply needs replenished, went viral after it appeared on ESPN's College Game Day, had written some tweets as a teenager. Mind you, as a teenager. People change in between that time. People are different as they grow up. It's natural. People change from who they used to be. But no, journalists can't see it that way. They see it that once you said something in the past that was wrong or something that's terrible, oh, they hold that on you forever. They just see you as that same person. They don't see you as someone who's changed over that time. They see you as that same person. And it never changes for them. They'll label you as an ist or a phobe, and that's the way they see you forever. And they will try to attack anyone or defame them that they think is that kind of person. It's how the media works. King, who's vowed to donate more than $1 million in beer money to a children's hospital, apologized. He was bashed online. Companies that jumped at the chance to help him have since backed away from him. Then Twitter users discovered that the reporter for the Des Moines Register who uncovered King's tweets, Aaron Calvin, had written a few questionable Twitter posts of his own. He was bashed online as well and ultimately lost his job with the newspaper. The reporter told ABC News that he feels he has been unfairly cast as a bully and a villain in all of this. Well, of course the reporter would be the bully and the villain because he went to the social media account and tried to dig up any terrible things that he could find. Of course he's the villain. Why wouldn't he be? That's exactly a villain move. That's an evil thing to do. Why would you do that? That is just disgusting. And that's what these reporters, the media, that's what they do. It's basically the entirety of what cancel culture is. You know, they try to find something offensive. They try to find something that they would disagree with that you said, something offensive that you may have said in the past. They'll dig it up and then they'll just try to defame anybody. It's how it works. It's disgusting. It shouldn't work that way, but it does. And, you know, these people have no shame for this. As the reporter stated, felt like they were uncast in all of this, that they were seen as the bully and the villain. Well, why wouldn't you have been seen as the bully and the villain? You're trying to take down somebody. It's horrible. This is why people do not trust journalists. This is why people do not go to the media over this, because they do this stuff. And Kobe Bryant over here, you know, what they're doing to him after his passing is just disgraceful. This is shameful. This is not right at all. It is horrible. This is just one of the worst things that I've ever seen, and it just shows you how bad the Puritans on Twitter are. And we're going to get to a few tweets here, because that was not the only person who sided with saying these terrible things about Kobe. Oh, no. It gets worse. So if you thought it was bad, look at this. There were people over here that were agreeing with this article saying,
and before eulogies begin, Kobe Bryant was an effing ass.
see, right here. Another person is sitting over here just trying their hardest to say the worst things about him after his passing. And then, of course, putting up the article as well, showing you how horrible the Puritans are, how disgusting this behavior is. This is just wrong. This is one of the most downright terrible things I've ever seen. And then, of course, more people have to jump in.
I feel like a bunch of people on the timeline forgot Kobe Bryant was an ass.
More people jumping in to just try to put down this man's name, put down his legacy. And this is a time when people should be saying great things about him. Not trying to put down Kobe, not trying to say that he did this thing or that he was this kind of person. Oh no, it shouldn't be that. It should be, what were the best things that this man achieved? What were the best things this man contributed to? What were the best things this man did in his entire life? You know, moments that he even changed people's lives for the better. I mean, there are so many people that looked up to this man. And you just have all of these Puritans coming around, just trying to destroy his name, destroy him, destroy his legacy. It is utterly disgusting. These Twitter Puritans are just some of the most hate-filled, miserable people that I have ever seen in my life. And to sit over here and to just think it's okay to say terrible things about somebody that has just changed people's lives, that has brought joy to their life through watching him play in the NBA, or even meeting him. You know, it's just awful to see this happen, and at a time where his family is grieving. I mean, they just lost someone that was a part of their family. They lost a very special person that they can never get back. That is tragic. And these people have no heart. They do not care about that. They don't care to consider his family's feelings. All they're trying to do is destroy his legacy, what this man built up, what he achieved. They're trying to dismantle that and destroy it. And it is evil. This is terrible. And this is a prime example of Puritans at their worst. This is the prime example of why these people, these Puritans on Twitter, journalists, this is why people don't like them. This is why people don't care about blue check marks on Twitter. Because they do things like this, which is some of the most vile things anybody could ever do. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube is unsubscribing people from their favorite channels, so make sure you're subscribed to all your favorite channels. Be sure to hit the video with a like and share this video on social media. Spread the word because this is a very serious matter, and it's something that definitely needs to be shared with the world. And also be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there, and it'll also keep you up to date on any updates or any upcoming events as well. So the link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.